Yo, what's up, guys? This is Dion, and we're back with another daily Fanduel lineup building video for today. I don't even know what today is. I think it's June 8th or so, or the 9th. Let me take a look. June 9th, man. Friday, June 9th. So this is not going to be the typical stream where I break down everything. Actually, if there's anybody watching, you can feel free to join the hangout and anything like that. So uh, I'm extending my invitation though to whoever watches. So you guys probably not here right now, but when you really start to fill in, you're all welcome to join. So if any of you guys want to join the hangout personally, I'm here. So without further ado, let's just jump into the slate a little bit. It's not gonna be the typical uh how I do it. So first slate of the game, we got Miami Marlins at Pittsburgh Pirates. Tyler Glasnow, Vance Worley, the pitcher matchup. Uh, Off rip, I already like a few of these. The Pirates bets. Tyler Glasnow has been a guy that struggled with command quite a bit. We'll go to the spreadsheet real quick. Actually, let's see we'll see where's he at on the Sierra rating. Okay, so this is a Sierra group right here. Glasnow 4.89 ERAs. If you can look at it right now, his ERA has already been bad. FIP and XFIP not great at all. Only thing you got going for him is that he's a pretty moderate ground ball pitcher. But let's take a look. Swing and strike stuff low, outside swing low. So I'm not even. He probably has some decent movement because if if nobody's swinging outside the zone, most of the time you're not going to get ground balls on those pitches like that. But yeah, I like the stack against him. We're gonna take a look at some of his stats here. The handiness. Where is he at? Tyler Glasnow, 4.81 xFIP versus lefties. Ground ball rate is pretty high. Hard contacts about average. K rate 21.4. So I'll be thinking maybe he does have some decent movements on his off-speed pitches or whatever he throws. Because if he's not getting people to chase pitches outside the zone, most of those ground balls that's where most ground balls come from, I would think. Or you're just getting them ground out in the zone. It's very possible, but I also think he has some decent movement on that. But 21% K rate to lefties, and he's going up against his Marlins team. He has some pretty solid lefties. Let's take a look at his number versus righties as well. Where's it at? We gotta find his name. Okay, number 22, Glasnow. So the 5.13 xFIP. The righties even worse against them. Ground ball rate is a little lower. Hard contacts about average. K rate under 20%. Whip's not good. And that's all we really need to look at for the most part. He's walking them at 11% clip, so this guy can definitely struggle. We'll take a look at some of his pitches right quick. So he throws the fastball 64% of the time. Curveball, changeup. And we'll take a look at some of the Marlins batters that's in the lineup today. Let me just go confirm who's in there so I don't have to keep going back and forth. Gordon, Stanton, Yelich, Ozuna, Dietrich, Tullamore, Riddle, AJ Ellis, and Water. Okay. And I think his secondary pitches besides the fastball was curveball, changeup. And I don't think he wants to throw the fastball to like Giancarlo Stanton and Ozuna. So we'll look at curveball, changeup as far as the Marlins go. Now, actually, if you look at this, I didn't update it from yesterday, so this will be their numbers before they play yesterday's games and everything like that. So I'll probably update it in a few. But so the numbers can't be too far off. So I think we got a good amount of sample size. The scrolling takes forever. All right. Curveball, slider. Let me just make sure again. Yep, curveball, changeup. Sorry, curveball, changeup. So okay, let's see there. This will be batter pitch value. So the higher the number, the better he is. I think it's about. I don't have the exact definition for it, but just say anything above 1 is pretty good. I would say you're doing pretty decent against it. So curveball, you got Ozuna there, 1.7. That's pretty good. Bohr, who's out. Giancarlo Stanton struggling with it. He's in the negative, so not really forcing too much off of that. Christian Yelich not too good against the curveball. Prado, who's out. JT Riddle 2.4. That's pretty darn good. And we know JT Riddle's a fly ball hitter with extreme. His hard contact is above 40% to righties. So D Gordon as well can hit the curveball. Dietrich 1.5 can hit the curveball. So we got some pretty solid curveball hitters in this lineup. Now let's take a look at the changeup. Ozuna's killing that pitch. Stanton's killing that pitch. Real Muto's killing that pitch. I think I missed Real Muto. He's 0.3. So, what's it at? Okay, changeup. Yelich struggling against the curveball and the changeup. So, all right, Riddle's doing pretty good against it. D Gordon struggles a bit. Dietrich is not too good against it. And we'll just take a look at the percent of the time that he actually throws it. So, he throws the curveball more, the changeup less. So, probably see a lot of fastball curveball combination. So, he throws around 94 miles per hour. All right. And of course, we know Marlins kill. I would assume Ozuna, Boyd, Stanton, Rojas, Yelich. That's about it, but Ozuna numbers through the roof against fastballs. So I think Ozuna could definitely take him deep here. He hits all three of his pitches. So the four seam he hits extremely well on fastball, curveball, and the changeup. We'll take a look, though, to see if anybody's in the chat. Only got one viewer right now. It's cool. Definitely make it be known who's watching right now. So I definitely appreciate that. What we want to go back to, look at some lineups. So I think a little Marlin stack is here. They're pretty cheap except for Stanton. Well, Stanton, I guess that's a reasonable price. I think he has about 15 homers in the season. He's been hitting extremely well since being put in that 2-hole. All right, so next we have Vance Worley. Want to look at his numbers? No, this isn't a big enough sample size. Only started 3 games, but Seattle's not great. So we'll take a look at some of his numbers versus lefties. Pretty solid against lefties, and of course, I guess he's reverse splits against righties. So with Worley, so 5.28. We'll actually go to Fangraph to see how consistent that is with what he's done in the past. Let's see. 2016, way more innings. Okay. 257 average, 4-way slugging, 318 WOBA. So he wasn't good against either hand last year, actually. But he gave him more hard contact to righties and was a pretty solid ground ball pitcher. So let's see if that's consistent in 2015 if he was a ground ball pitcher. Okay, so he's always been in that upper 40%. Let's see where's he at right now. Oh, he's still in that same range, but he's giving up way more hard contact. But how old is this guy? He's 29, so he could be older, so he could be regressing. Who knows? But yeah, I'm probably not too high on Pirates, not on this slate, big ballpark. They are projected for 5.3 runs. So maybe they're just going based off of how bad Worley's been struggling this year. I think it might continue, but we'll actually go take a look at his pitch type. And we'll actually look at his pitch value as well. We didn't look at that with Glass now. Vance Worley throws his average fastball is 89 miles per hour. He throws the cutter a lot and the curveball. Okay, so I don't think he's gonna throw a lot of fastball to this Pirate team. Let's see, cutter and the curveball is 2 secondary pitches, but mainly the cutter. All right. So let's see how these guys fare against the cutter. Josh Harrison's pretty solid. Cervelli. But he's worse versus righties, though. So I guess the best play from that will be Josh Harrison. And then what he throws? I think he throws a curveball. Yeah, he throws the curveball. Let's see how these guys fare against the curveball. They all suck against it, except for Josh Bell. All right. So if I play any Pirates here, it'll probably be Josh Harrison. But we also can look at pitch value because just because you're throwing it a lot doesn't mean it's efficient or it's a good pitch for you. So Vance Worley, yeah, so his curveball and his changeup have been below average. So, but we don't have any above average hitters against those pitches. So we'll probably stick away from this game. Not too much power in that lineup. I guess Josh Bell and Polanco. I don't know, man. That lineup really just doesn't have much pop for me. But McCutcheon's been getting it going, I think. Fly ball rate, okay. Hard hit percentage has been over 40% the last 15 days. So that's maybe he's getting it going. Same with Josh Harrison. Let's see another. Okay, we don't got no more righties, but we'll take a look at Josh Bell. All right. Nah, not above 40 though. So, now I'll probably fade this game for the most part. Oh yeah, if I make a long pause, it's because I'm eating these gluten-free chocolate chip cookies. And they're amazing. Mm. But next, we're gonna talk about the Texas Rangers game versus the Washington Nationals. Tanner Rock and Andrew Cashner's pitching. So we'll take a look at some Cashner numbers real quick. Let's go straight to the splits. A 6.42 xFIP versus lefties. Not great at all. Actually horrible. That's way below average. I think average is around. Let me go see real quick. We can always do this. League stats. All right, versus lefties. Versus lefties, the xFIP is 4.47. So he's way below average versus lefties, man. So it's over 6. We'll take a look at some of the pitches he throws after we look at how he fares versus righties. Versus righties, Andrew Cashner. I'm right here, number 18, 4.6 xFIP versus xFIP versus righties. So not good at all, but he is an extreme ground ball pitcher. The hard contacts probably just a little bit below average. But he's not missing any bats though. So maybe we can find some fly ball hitters that's not striking out too much. It can make for a good combination. And if they're a fly ball hitter, that's what I mean to say. So let's take a look at pitch. Pitch. Oh no, I didn't want to look at value. Excuse me. Where the hell's Cashner? Okay, so we got Cashner here. That's actually separated by team, so it's easier to find. Let's go. All right, that's better. So we look at it here. Where's Andrew Cashner now? Okay, number 21. So we look at here, his average fast. Damn, he lost a lot of velocity. I thought his average used to be like around 96, almost like a year ago or two. But he throws that slider a bunch. 87. The curveball. No, actually the changeup, excuse me. He throws that 18%. So he's really not gonna blow this team by with fastballs. He only throws that 57% of the time, but his secondary pitches are a slider and the changeup, which he'll probably try to do to the Nationals a lot. So let's take a look at some of his pitch values. What the hell is Cashner? Here it goes, number 10. Let me separate this by team. Then bring this back up. So we got Andrew Cashner right here. Okay, his fastball has been pretty effective. The slider too. The curveball and the changeup hasn't been as effective. So mainly what we're trying to look at, because we know he doesn't want to throw fastballs to these guys. So he'll probably try to throw the slider a lot. Let's see. Let's see who hits the slider well on this team. Ryan Zimmerman, Bryce Harper, Daniel Murphy, Anthony Rendon, 6.5. I'm playing Rendon. What is that man's price? This is gonna be the fake game where Rendon triple donks. But nah, like I need to see if he's a fly ball hitter actually. Him and Zimmerman. Scroll up, look for the Nats. All right, so Rendon to righties is a 40% ground ball hitter. Not too much hard contact. Doesn't mean he can't have a great game, but probably not the home run power. Man, Brian Zimmerman is a ground ball pitcher too. Let's see his line drive rate, 23.6. So that's pretty good. That could be some doubles right there. Let's see Trey Turner. What was that? Okay. 47%. Damn. Damn, Nats don't really have no fly ball hitters as righties. But we still got Bryce Harper. We got Daniel Murphy here in the lineup. Those are two solid guys, both batting over 300. Let me see if Daniel Murphy, what was his pitch value versus a slider? 1.4. Bryce Harper 4.4. I'm just gonna say bold call. Bryce Harper's gonna homer today. Michael Conforto. I'm not really gonna keep this lineup. I'm just messing around with it. Rock, I don't really like to pick on too much at home. I don't know how he does it, but he always goes he always plays 7 innings, gets you a quality start for the most part. And at home he's just been pretty good, so probably gonna fade picking on him here. Let's see if they got why is he trending? Okay. That's all you got is that's not no real freaking trends. All right, next we got Corey Kluber versus Miguel Gonzalez. We're pretty much just gonna try to skim through this because I'm trying to end this stream before 5, and at the pace I'm going, this will last for like a good 3 hours. So see if there's anybody in the chat. Mets lefties and call it a day. You going Kluber with weather concerns? Lock and Peacock call it a day. Hey man, if you want to join the stream, you definitely can, and I could debate you on those. But it's kind of hard to not go Kluber. Let me see the weather concerns here. It's not looking too crazy. Let me see. What's the name of the progressive field? Okay, so you guys gonna see me look at the weather. So get this. Copy for the weather.com. Shit. All right. Oh crap. You don't need to know my location, dude. Okay, copy and paste that in there. We're gonna look at the radar pretty much. So I just want to see. What the hell? I didn't. Let me copy this again. Oh, I guess I had to wait for it to load. Wow. Usually I just click it right away. Whatever. All right, so we're gonna look at the radar. Ooh, right there, it's looking like some light rain. All right. All right, so we'll pause to take control of it. So, at what time this game starts? 7:10. That's perfect, actually. So, at 7:10, we see the weather is still clear enough. It's not really in the area yet. 7. This thing's gonna type slow. What the hell? Yeah, my computer is the slowest right now. I just brought this goddamn MacBook. Have to bring it back. But pretty much at the start of the game, it doesn't look like there's any rain close by. I think Kluber will pitch through that, man. So, all right. Okay, 7:55, 8:11, 8:27, 8:42, 9 o'clock. There's still not any rain above it. That doesn't mean it can't a sneaky storm can't happen, but we don't see any rain around there till like around 9:30, and I think by that time Kluber will have 7 innings pitched. So yeah, I'll probably still stick with Kluber, honestly. That was the main point. Yeah, good chance. I'll hit you up in the freezer with the base on Peacocks. You're gonna get 6 innings for 10K. Now me can't do it. Well, I mean, on this slate, we seen Peacock only last. We seen the only good thing about Peacock is he has that K upside. We know he's gonna probably get 6Ks minimum. But we have seen him only go like 4 innings. I know last start he just pitched a gem. We'll take a look at his game log. It was he only won 6 innings, 9 strikeouts, gave up 2 earned runs. Against the Texas Rangers, but now we're looking at him with this price inflated, 7K. I'll probably say he's definitely locked for the win. I will say that he's definitely locked for the win. But I just don't know, man. The Angels have been that team that like just doesn't strike out sometimes. So there's no Trout in the lineup, so of course that's always good. There's no Cameron Maben, another good sign. But I just don't know. Something just feels off for me. I'll probably play him in tournaments though. Most likely gonna play him in tournaments actually. But we seen him. Hold on. Now I know those were the first 2 starts, but we seen them the first 2 starts only go 4 innings, never went 5. So you never know if that's gonna happen again. But the point is the price is up, and there's a chance he could die today. All right, so let me see what Ross was talking about. Yeah, I got Peacock on 1 GPP. Yeah, I respect that. But pretty much, what was that? What game was that? Corey Kluber, yeah, I'm locking him in. Miguel Gonzalez, let's take a look at him real quick. I'm all over the place right now. What the hell is Miguel? White Sox. Oh yeah, I'm bugging. I didn't put this back in order. Oh my god, I hate Google Sheets sometimes. Thank you. All right, so Miguel Gonzalez, let's take a look at the xFIP. 4.92. 4.92. That's pretty bad. We've seen that's below average. A ground ball rate is below 40% and hard contacts at 34%. Damn near. Batting average 306. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what pitches he throws. See how the Indians fare against them. The Indians are at home, and progressive field has usually been good for lefties. What the hell is this guy? Okay, so he throws a fastball that only averages. He only throws it 48% of the time, only 90 miles per hour. No wonder. Those that slider a lot, 23. Then the rest he mix in. So he has a bunch of pitches he goes through, curveball and the split finger. Okay, that sounds like a pretty good pitch. Let's see which of those pitches are effective. Damn, his fastball not effective, slider not effective, split finger not effective. The only thing that he has going for him that curveball is like at 0. So we'll just take a look real quick. Let's see the Indians, see who hit the curveball. Just in case in case they're doing their homework like I'm doing, and notice that these guys don't hit the curveball. Probably throw it a lot. So Brad Zimmer hits it, Chisenhall, Ramirez up solid, Lindor not really, Brantley not really. E5 not a lefty. We'll take a look at how he feels against righties. Carlos Santana hits it extremely good. So this could be a sneaky stack here. We're gonna take a look at how Miguel Gonzalez fares against righties. Wrong shit. 5.48 xFIP. Oh my god. Let's see the ground ball rate. 39%. Hard contact. Oh yeah. Let's see who it was again from the Indians. It was a righty that hits it good, I think. E5 2.3. Let's take a look at his price. 3.5. Yeah, I'd rather play Santana for 100 more. But this could be a sneaky stack right here, actually. Wind blowing out to center. The only thing I don't like about it, the White Sox bullpen is pretty good, so I've tried not to stack against them as much as possible. But I like a stack, man, because you never know when you're gonna get the bad bullpen guys. Because if they kill them off rip, they're probably gonna get the bad bullpen guys, and it's gonna be a long night for the White Sox. Where I think the Indians could score like 8-9 runs, possibly more than that. So, of course, he don't want to throw the fastball to Chisenhall, Ramirez, Brantley. Damn, if you look at it, these guys don't. But that's probably Miguel Gonzalez's worst pitch, according to pitch value. So I don't even care what they hit against the fastball. Oh my God, I keep clicking on the wrong one. So it's negative 3.4. So that splitter and the slider, and that split. Whew. Yeah, let me get my boy. Chisenhall in here. Oh, is the lineup out yet? Oh, it is. Chisenhall band 7 at 3K. I like that. Pretty the cheapest guy you can get that I actually trust. Zimmer's just banned too low in the order for me. Chisenhall's right at that perfect area because I like Santana. I like E5 Ramirez as well. And then Chisenhall has that chance for RBI. So has those RBI chances. And of course he hits for a little power sometimes. Well, pretty good spot, but they are beyond cold. Yeah, I know they're cold, man, but this is one of those sneaky spots, man. How many? I think this is a full slate. It's 14 games actually, not full slate, but one off. Who cares? But I think this is a sneaky spot where they can go off. So we'll go on to Jordan Zimmerman. We really don't even have to talk about this dude. Sucks versus lefties and righties, but we'll just look at it just for the sake of the video. Where's this guy? Yeah, Tigers. So 5.31 xFIP. Look at the ground ball rate, man. This guy cannot keep the ball on the floor to save his life. 42% hard contact to lefties. Let's take a look at righties. Oh man, Jordan Zimmerman. 33% ground ball rate to righties. 37% hard contact. Horrible xFIP 5.6. Stack the Red Sox. Don't even think about it. You play Mookie. You play Moreland. You play Benintendi. How much is Benintendi actually? What's this game? 2.9. You can't fade that, man. You can't fade Benintendi today. So, I just gotta take those guys out the lineup. So of course, since we got Kluber, we're not realistic gonna have Conforto and other expensive bats. So we'll look for some value there. Let's see what you got. Who's in the lineup? Pedroia's back, actually. I want to see if there's any BVP from this Red Sox team. Probably not, though, because Zimmerman used to be on the net. So, wrong shit. Zimmerman used to be on the net, so that was the NL games. They probably didn't play much. So let's just look real quick. Okay, so Brock Ho's not in the lineup. Benintendi's 0 for 3 against him. No strikeouts, though. Vasquez, 9 line. Pedroia, 3 for 11. 3 singles, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. Pretty much a 330 on base percentage. Okay. Mitch Moreland, 3 for 6. 2 singles, 1 double, 1 strikeout. Okay. Hanley, Hanley, 10 for 26. 7 singles, 2 doubles, 1 home run, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. And after the Red Sox haven't had an earned run in the last 2 games against the Yankees, so this is just like the perfect spot for them to take their anger out and get it going again. So let's see who else. Pablo, the Panda, 7 for 20. Bogarts, 1 for 2, 1 single. Okay. Leon, 2 for 2. 2 singles. Mookie Betts, 2 for 2, 1 single, 1 home run, 1 walk. So like I said, man, that's too easy of a play. And he's on the road too. Just play Mookie. And we got him under 4K, so that's a great price for him. Now, of course, let me see who else is on my slate. I like Bryce Harper, Judge. Damn, actually, all these high price bats are in pretty good spots today. God damn. Corey Dickerson is probably the only one that's not in a great spot, and Nelson Cruz, who's probably not going to play. But 1-2, JD. Who's Boston throwing out there today? Brian Johnson. Oh, JD versus lefty. I don't care what Brian Johnson did in his first start. I think he threw a complete game shutout, something like that against the Mariners. JD versus lefty is always in play. So you're just looking at all these high price outfielders. It's like you don't even feel like you're getting too much of a value play for Mookie just because everybody else was in a great spot. So pretty much, if you take down the tournament today, well, you got to guess. You probably got to get right on those outfield, man, because outfield is kind of stacked today. It's just too many guys that's in play, so a lot of bad pitchers. Zimmer will match though. Yeah, he probably will, man. Zimmer's hard contacts up there. Yeah, that's the only thing with Zimmer. It's like I know there's guys at the same price that's in a better batting order than Zimmer. So why play Zimmer when I could play freaking Gregor Blanco at home, batting cleanup with a bunch of guys behind him that's gonna hit. Who else? We got Benintendi at 2.9. And we'll see the other yeah, but yeah, sure. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I'm back with the videos, man. These are not as crisp and concise as I used to do them because I've been a little, I've been dabbling in my medicinal a little bit, so I'm a little slow with the delivery and everything like that. So we'll just jump back into the slate though. Brian Johnson, of course, you could Tigers versus lefties always in play. We'll see his first game that he had. Did he start? Oh, he started two actually. First game versus the Blue Jays, he died. Then he came back and threw a gem. Threw a gem versus the Mariners. So we'll take a look at his minor league numbers though, since we only got 2 starts to go off of. I have it in the and then we'll look at his pitches. So we'll look at that in the spreadsheet. So against righties in the minors this year, 27 innings, 27 times 3, whatever that is. That's how many batters. It's probably about 83, I think. I don't know. Okay, but 267 average. Let's see how many he had more strikeouts than innings pitched versus righty, so he did have some decent swing and miss stuff. 10 walks though. The WHIP is 1.41, and he was a fly ball pitcher. You could definitely talk me into some Red Sox hitting over that monster. I mean, to some Tigers hitting over that monster today. So he does have a little bit of a swing and miss stuff, but he also has a walk problem. It looks like, and he's not a ground ball pitcher, so you definitely don't want that in a hitter's part. So yeah, JD's in play. Actually, Sandy Leon. If I play anybody bad in that low in the order, it might be Sandy Leon. 2.1 in a great matchup versus one of the worst bullpens. Like this Red Sox stack is gonna do damage today. So damn, they got Marlon Ben over Benintendi. Benintendi was in that cleanup spot, it'd be perfect. Damn, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna stack the Red Sox. I'm probably gonna have to make like 3 different Red Sox stacks actually. Cause I want to get Hanley, I want to get Marlon Benintendi. Damn. And they're gonna kill. Like if they kill Zimmerman, they're gonna score at least 12 runs because that Tigers bullpen is horrible. That's what. Damn, you gotta really get right on. I need to get on DraftKings today actually, just so I can stack the Red Sox so many different ways. Of course, we got Andrew Triggs. I don't really like to pick on him too much. Ground ball pitcher. He's pretty solid at lefties and righties. Not great, but he also gives up a bunch of stolen bases. So if you're gonna play anybody from the Rays, Malik Smith at 2K with somebody with a bunch of speed can definitely steal bags. He did so last year with the Braves, so that could be a nice little play. A punt help you get in. Let's say, how much would we have on average with a Mookie and Benintendi? So 3,100 on average with Kluber, Mookie, and Benintendi, guys who are pretty much locked to go off at their position. So, where we go back, take a look at his stats. We see Triggs. Where's his xFIP? 4.2 xFIP, but a ground ball pitcher, 50.9, not giving up much hard contact. I guess his problem, he's probably giving up a bunch of walks though. Where's his whip? 1.49. We'll go take a look at his walk rate. Oh, 7.2. Hold on. So he must be giving up a high average. What that's weird. I don't get it. His whip is extremely high. Must have hit a few batters, something like that. So I don't know. Maybe he has command issues sometimes. But pretty much for me, I don't like to pick on ground ball pitchers, especially on a full slate. Now let's see who he is against lefties. Tricks. 4.45 xFIP. Not giving him much hard contact, and he's a ground ball pitcher. It's like we're chasing home runs on this type of a slate, or we're chasing like somebody who's like something, man. Like if I can't stack the Rays against him, I really don't feel comfortable one off and Malik's unless I'm expecting him to steal bags, which he probably will. It might be worth the risk, man. It might be worth the risk because I could definitely see him going 0 for 4, 0 for 5 here. Let's take a look at Alex Cobb now. Alex Cobb, pitcher versus left. The Rays. Okay, we got him right here. 5.03 xFIP. Ground ball rate below 40%. Hard contact. It's at 40. So that's not what you want against a guy like Yonder Alonso. Where's he batting in the lineup? 5th. Matthew Joyce has some pop in his bat. Let's take a look at what pitches Alex Cobb throws though. Right below Cashner here. Okay, he doesn't even throw the fastball 50% of the time. He throws that curveball and the changeup. So we'll see how these Oakland bats fare against it. Scroll all the way up. Got it right here. Alonso versus the curveball. Damn, a negative. Let's see. Jed Lowry's barely positive. All right. Matthew Joyce negative. Damn. Stephen Vogt has something against it. But let's see how effective that pitch is before we just see that he throws it a lot. Okay, Alex Cobb right here. Four seam isn't good, but his curve, I think that's the curve. Yep. His curveball is money. His changeup is trash, though. I don't know, man. None of these guys really hit the curveball as well, except for Stephen Vogt. Let's take a look at his price. 2.3, and I'd rather just play Sandy Leon at pretty much the same price point. So we'll probably stay away from this game for the most part. If I play anybody, Malik Smith, man, I don't know, man. I'm just thinking about that stolen base upside, man. He gets one walk or hit by pitch, a lucky hit or something like that just happens to go through the shift. He might steal 2 bags and then get a sack fly. Somebody hit him in. So might be worth it. Dylan Bundy at the Yankees. I'm a Yankee fan, so I'm automatically going to say sack against a pitcher that isn't great. But we'll go look at his numbers. Let's go. Orioles right here. Dylan Bundy. 5.48 xFIP. Ground ball rate below 30, but I think he has a high infield fly ball rate, so can't kill him too much for that, but the hard contact at 36%. Let's go take a look at his infield fly ball rate. 12%. So what's his fly ball rate? So if his fly ball rate is 45, but 12% of those 45 are actually in the infield. So not as bad as you would think just looking at the ground ball rate, but it's still decent enough to pretty much attack in Yankee Stadium with the wind blowing out to center. Of course, we got some guys that hit pretty well. Brett Gardner, Aaron Hicks have been doing their thing versus righties this year. So let's take a look at his pitch type. And matter of fact, let's look at what he does versus righties. 4 point. Oh, it's not clicking. All right. 4.33 xFIP, 32% ground ball, 31% hard contact. Let's see. Line drive rate 23%, infield fly ball 18%, and his fly ball 23. So, like I said, man, a lot of those things are staying on the infield. So it's not as bad as you think. But when you got a guy like Judge, you don't really care about that. Brett Gardner, Aaron Hicks Holiday's been hitting a little good this year, and then Didi's batting over 300 as well. So we got some bats there actually. So we'll take a look at his pitch type. Orioles. So he only throws the fastball 51% of the time, 91.9 average fastball. Throws the slider 20% of the time. So he throws quite a few pitches: curveball, curveball, changeup, and slider. All right. We'll look at the pitch value though. Dylan Bundy fastball is horrible. His slider is great. His curveball is trash, but his changeup and slider have been his best pitches. So we'll take a look at how some of the Yankee bats fare against those pitches. Then we're gonna look at the chat. Haven't looked at it in like the last 2 games that I went over. So the slider, Judge hits it all right. Hicks struggles versus it. Matt Holliday struggles. Castro struggles. Gardner's solid. Didi Gregorius is clearly our best hitter against the slider. Changeup, Didi hits that well. Castro hits that well. Holliday hits that well. Hicks hits that well. Judge hits that well. So you got some solid guys against it. Let me see what Gary Sanchez. We know he hits the changeup well. He hit 2 bombs off of David Price, who I think that's his secondary pitch as well. So he has 4 home runs off of David Price and 7 at bats. Fun fact. Let's take a look at the chat. Yeah, game fate. That A's and Rays fate. Yeah. Game stack this Yankees and Orioles. I don't know if I want to pick on my boy Jordan Montgomery now. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it, but we'll take a look at his numbers to be fair. So of course we know we don't want to pick on lefties against him. But actually he has a 4.19 xFIP. That's probably just below average. So I mean just above average. So not nothing crazy, but 45% ground ball rate and a 22.7% hard contact. So he's not giving up any hard contact there, and their ground ball. So we don't really have to worry too much about Jordan Montgomery. Now let's take a look at what he does versus righties. Let's see if we can find him. I didn't separate this by team. Crap. Let me bring this up here. Wow. It's Google spreadsheets acting retarded. All right, and now we're at Jordan Montgomery last. So a 4.75 xFIP versus righties. Ground ball rate is not great at all, but he's also not giving up a bunch of hard contact. We'll take a look at some of the pitches he throws, though. Jordan Montgomery only throws his fastball 43% of the time. He loves the cutter, the curveball, and the changeup. So he got 3 pitches he goes to. 3 off-speed pitches he goes to. We'll see. Take a look at his value. He sucks with his fastball has actually been getting lit up. So no wonder he doesn't throw it that much. The cutter's effective, curveball effective, and the changeup. So we'll take a look at how the Orioles fare against those pitches. Let's see. Because they do got some decent lefty hitters, though. But we'll take a look to see the lefties on the Orioles. See some of their numbers. Because we haven't really been looking at the batters, Woba and everything like that. So, Woba, all these guys, Woba is pretty low against lefties. And the ends right here with J.J. Hardy. So, 297. Okay, I'm lying. Oh, that's a slug-in. I'm in the wrong column. So, okay, I can highlight that. All right, so we got Caleb Joseph, Castillo, Chris Davis. I don't really expect him to do anything against Jordan Montgomery. Mancini, Machado, Trumbo, Scope. So that's pretty solid actually. I gotta give him credit. It looked worse from the naked eye, but let's take a look at who's in the lineup today because we know Machado and Adam Jones didn't play yesterday, but they got Adam Jones in the lineup. Caleb Joseph and I don't know who this shortstop is, Ruben Tejada. Matter of fact, didn't he used to be on the Mets? I think he was in the Mets before, or that might be another one. So, Scope batting 6. Well, you got lefty in between them there. J.J. Hardy's not great versus lefties. Rickard doesn't have much power. He hits lefties okay, but he doesn't have much power. Mancini's been solid, but I think he strikes out a bunch. Let's take a look. And Wellington Castillo, look at all these guys' strikeout rates. So they're getting on base a decent amount, but they're also striking out a lot. So Jordan Montgomery might have a little bit of upside here. 27, 27, 37, 25. So Mancini, Chris Davis, Castillo, and Joseph, all who are in the lineup, striking out over 25%. We know Jordan Montgomery has some swing and miss stuff. Then we got Trumbo, 21%. We got Jonathan Scope, 21. So there is some, and even Joey Rickard, who I thought was doing better, probably was doing better against lefties last year. Probably what I'm thinking about. 24% to lefties as well. So there is some upside, and I could see him having a quality start on. Well, the price is probably better on FanDuel than DraftKings. Let's see, 6.7 on FanDuel, 7.6 on DraftKings. Yeah, so he can get a quality start and win here at 6.7K. That might be worth it. The only thing I don't like, of course, the ballpark, so I probably won't play him. But I like the upside there. I probably won't pick on him. We can move on to the next game. Matt Harvey versus Julio Teheran. Now, we know in the past, Teheran has pretty much, I think his ERA is like under 3 versus the Mets or something like that. It's pretty darn great. But I think the last time he played them, he got lit up. And I just continue to stack against him because I don't care how, where's it at? He gave up 6 earned runs. I stacked against him this day. I'm going to stack against him continuously. I don't care how much he owned them in the past. When your numbers are this bad against lefties, I have to pick on you. So, where is Teheran? Braves at the top. 6.65 xFIP versus lefties. The ground ball pitcher, a fly ball pitcher, hard contacts at 37%. The line drive 23.5. Like, I just have to, man. And then you're going to get the team with some pretty good lefties. We'll take a look at his pitch type, actually. I want to do that first. So, Julio Teheran throws his fastball 60% of the time. Look at come on, that man got the noodle arm, 90.6. 24% of the time he throws a slider, and then 10% changeup. So we'll look at the pitch value. Okay, Braves, Julio Teheran. So his fastballs hasn't been effective. His curveball hasn't been effective. His changeup hasn't been effective. His best pitch is his slider. And guess who kills the slider on his team? Just take a guess. I think he's in the leadoff spot. Michael Conforto. Look at his number versus the slider. 8.4. So if this guy Teheran is smart, even though his other pitches aren't that bad, he could probably throw that changeup quite a few to Conforto to get him off the fastball, because that's pretty much what he's going to need to do today, because that slider hasn't been effective for him, and Conforto is crushing that pitch. So don't miss your location. So God bless the Teheran. See what you guys are talking about. Mancini crushes lefty. Yeah, look, Mancini does crush lefties, but it's just that he strikes out a lot. And I think Jordan Montgomery has some decent swing and stuff miss. Mets lefties is a lot, hands down. Give me all of them. Yeah, let me go back to this. Okay, so let's see if anybody else crushes the lefties. The slider, Duda, 1.2. That's solid. Bruce not been too good, but he hits all those other pitches like the curveball, the changeup. All right. Neil Walker, 2.1. We like that. The curveball, he doesn't hit the changeup well. As dribble, nah, not really too good against the slider, so we'll probably leave him out. And he's not even good against the fastball. Sheesh. Yeah. I don't know. I gotta take a look at the other shortstops before I say I leave him out, because this could be a game where you can just stack all of them and might get to the bullpen a bit. And where's Asdribble's batting second? I know his name is not pronounced Asdribble. I just call him that. He's batting second in a park where lefties have been going off. It seems like it's a home run frenzy in field. What is it? SunTrust Park now. They're not Turner Field no more. So definitely give me the lefties versus Teheran. Probably go Conforto, Duda. Damn, Neil Walker's not in the lineup. Wow. Damn, I really want to play Neil Walker today. You got Wilmer Flores in the cleanup spot, 2.8. That might be worth it in the stack too. So you could probably throw Conforto. Damn, Asdribble's pretty cheap though. Conforto, Asdribble, Bruce. Damn, I don't know if I could go Flores at third base today. I don't know. Let's take a look at Tehran's number versus righties, though. If it's at least 4.4, we can consider it. 4.1, nah, I'm not going to do it. But Wilmer Flores has been hitting righties this year. Let's take a look at his numbers real quick. So, what's his numbers? I feel like it's been pretty solid this year. A 302 batting average. The slugging hasn't been that high. K rate only 16%. And he's a fly ball hitter. He got some pretty good, decent hard contact. So, the slider, how you hit the slider, not too good against it. So, I'll probably just leave him out, honestly. And we could go As Dribble, Duda, Jay Bruce, and Conforto. Move on now. Look at my Harvey numbers. My Harvey numbers. Where's the hell the Mets are? All right, so fuck. So we got Matt Harvey, 5.88 xFIP to lefties, not great at all. Been a fly ball pitcher, hard contact's pretty high. Batting average has been pretty low, but slugging high, not really K. These guys 1.61 WHIP. Boy, let's see who they're throwing out there. Inciarte, Markakis, Matt Adams, Danny Santana. We get some sneaky plays from there. Let's take a look at his numbers versus righties now. 4.47 xFIP, so that might be worth it to possibly throw a righty in there, but he's a ground ball pitcher for the most part. Hard contacts at 37% though, so probably get some ground balls through the gap there from a Matt Kemp or something like that. Let's take a look at his pitch type. 57% time he throws the fastball. He got some heat on there, 94. Throws a slider a lot, change up occasionally. Okay, so fastball, slider, change up for the most part, curveball once in a while. Let's see the pitch value though. So his fastball hasn't been working, the slider hasn't been working, curveball hasn't been working, but the change has been working. So we'll pretty much we're gonna take a look at the guys that hit the changeup the best on. They're playing the Braves, so see who hits it well on this team. Scroll all up. Changeup, man. Adams is okay. Freeman was killing that. Flowers hits it well. Kemp doesn't. Inciarte. Brandon Phillips struggles against it. Markakis. Damn, Rio Reese is trash. Swanson hits it okay. So you could possibly throw Swanson in there, but his price is a little bit too high for me, I think. Okay, he's only at 3K, so maybe you could get him there. And we all know that the Mets bullpen stinks. So got a home game. I can see these guys going off here. And we have Swanson has been having some solid games as of late. So been pretty consistent last 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 games. He got you something at least. That's what I can say. And his price is still at a pretty reasonable point where he's not at like 3.4 or anything like that. So, and we've seen the explosive games, man. 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, a home run. This game he went 2 for 4, got you a home run. So we've seen the upside. And just remember the Mets bullpen stinks. Don't sleep on Grant. I never play Granderson, man. I just don't do it to myself. On ATL2, Adams and Ciarte, Markakis, Kemp. Yeah, I don't like that. That Mel Harvey is a ground ball pitcher, and Kemp doesn't hit one of the main pitchers. He'll probably throw to him. But let's see. Matter of fact, let me see Kemp's fastball rating. Kemp 10.8, and let me see the percent of the time that this guy throws it. Or whatever. Wrong one. 57. That's not nothing too crazy though. It feels like 60, over 60. I mean, he's almost there, but he's gonna throw mainly fastball, slider. That's gonna be his 2 main pitches. And Kemp doesn't hit that slider. It could be worth the play though, because we gotta also remember Mike Harvey's on the road, so he's not gonna feel as comfortable. Pressure's gonna be on him. Let's see the weather in that game too. See how hot it's gonna be. Oh, it's only 80. It's not too crazy, but we'll move on to the next game. Matt Shoemaker versus Brad Peacock. We don't even need to look at Peacock numbers. Yes, we do, but just to show you why he's a good play. The lowest Sierra on the slate, If you look at it, he's 2.79. That's just the lead. He's only started 3 games though. He's played in 15. Has some pretty decent swing and strike stuff. 13.7% of the time. He's not really getting people to swing outside the zone though. That's the only thing that troubles me a bit. But a 37% K rate. We'll take a look at some of the Angels, see the guys that's in the lineup, and see what they're see if they're swinging and missing outside the zone a lot. So Espinosa, Eric Young, Rivera, Maldonado. Okay, we know we could keep all these guys in our head. All right, so we'll go to Angels. Scroll all the way up here. So, okay, these two guys aren't the line. Valbuena's not chasing. Escobar's not chasing. Martin's not, but he's in the minors. Simmons not chasing. Maldonado. I meant to say Pennington's not chasing. Maldonado's not chasing. Cole Calhoun's not chasing. Then of course we got Revere. Anybody once you're above 29%, you're kind of chasing. So anything above that, I think these guys have some pretty decent play discipline stats. So I'm not gonna have too much of him. But let's see what pitches he throws and see if these guys are good against it. So before we get too crazy, let's just take a look at his pitches. Astros. Okay, fastball, slider. So pretty much fastball, slider is main pitches. So we'll see how these guys hit against that pitch. Watch it be like all these guys kill the slider. It didn't. I'm gonna be so upset if they do. Slider, Trout kills it. Escobar sucks. Simmons sucks. Maldonado's okay. Calhoun's okay. Pujols. Okay, so these guys really aren't that good against the slider. So maybe we could get some good plays here. They're not really hitting it too well. So he'll probably go 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, win and a quality start. I can see it. Yeah, Gunn is hating on my spreadsheet. Screw you, fam. Peacock and McCann, that's it for me. Buck Farmer just roasted the Angels. I am gonna play Peacock, but I'm one of those guys that I'm just like, yo, everybody's on Peacock. I know it's like he's gonna give up like 3 runs now. But yeah, they don't really hit the slider, so that got me wanting to play them now. So like I was probably only gonna have like 2 or 3 lineups. I'll probably have 5 now. So we'll move on to Matt Shoemaker. Now his numbers, if we look in the spreadsheet as xFIP versus lefties and righties, we don't have the home and road splits, but I'll just tell you this. He's way better at home than he is on the road. Let's take a look at Shoemaker versus lefties, 4.34. xFIP versus lefties, not great. Hard contact's pretty high. Ground ball rates, moderate. And then we'll look at him versus righties, 5.15. But now we'll go on Fangraph so we can actually look at it even better, which is where I go to get all my stats from. Okay, now let's take a look at his splits on the road now. Let's see how many innings he has on the road, though. That's a pretty decent amount. Faced 73 righties, 65 lefties. 5.64 FIP, 5.14 xFIP, 5.67 FIP, 5.79 xFIP versus righties on the road. So he's carrying them a little. He has the K upside, but this Astros team is definitely dangerous. That ground ball rate, yeah. Hard contact rate, yeah. So that Astros team is pretty dangerous right now. So I probably really don't want to pick on them ever in life. So I learned my lesson. But let's take a look at how they're hitting some of his pitches. I know Shoemaker throws that split finger a bunch. Let's take a look real quick. Okay, throws fast. He doesn't like though that fastball is not really overpowering. 19% of the time, slider, and then that split finger, 30.4% of the time. I'm not even sure too many pitchers even throw that pitch, so we might not have a good. I don't know how many times the Astros have faced people that have thrown that pitch. But let's just see how they fare against it. So Altuve suck against it. Correa's okay, average. Everybody else is just like, okay, Carlos Beltran, 3.4. Bregman, 1.1. All right, now let's go look at his pitch value so we see if it's even effective. Okay, fastballs off, sliders off, curveballs off, split fingers not even that effective. So, as you can tell, because that's supposed to be a pitch that garners a bunch of ground balls, and he's been a fly ball pitcher. So, and he sucks more versus righties. So we'll look at back at this again. See who's the guys at. I think Correa is in play, and I played Correa yesterday. He almost completely disappointed me until he got a triple, I think, in like the 8th inning, and then McCann hit him in. But he didn't have a great game, so we're looking at the Carlos Correa 0.7. Any other righties hit it? Bregman 1.1, and then none of the other righties hit that pitch well. So, but he hasn't been that effective, and of course he's not gonna throw that pitch freaking 50% of the time. So it's still a chance that he throws his other secondary pitches and those get lit up. So you could talk me into an Astro stack here. I have no problem with it. Let's take a look at the prices. Correa 4.1. There's some value out there at shortstop. I don't know if I really want to play Correa, but he is at home. The roof is open, 83 degrees. Shoemaker isn't great. I can see it happening. And Hellickson, I've been stacking against Hellickson since his first. I think I've stacked against Hellickson every start of the season because I already know he's trash. And the Cardinals, they are in the pitcher's park, so I really don't like them too much. Let's take a look at some of their prices first. These are some pretty cheap, some pretty cheap prices. Carpenter 3.1. Let's look at his pro trends. Fly ball rate 42%, hard contact at least 41. These guys are pretty cheap. You might be able to talk me into some. I like what's Tommy Pham 3K, Carpenter 3.1, Fowler 3.1, and all these guys are trending up at home against Hellickson in one of the worst bullpens in baseball. But let's just take a look at Hellickson numbers versus lefties. 6.72 xFIP. Get your lefties. Just grab your lefties. Just do it. Don't even think about it. I need to switch these in order. Okay. So we got Hellickson versus righties. 5.14 xFIP. Hard contact is extremely low though, so that has me off the righties a bit. But this could be a game where the Cardinals score like 8 runs. So even if the righties don't homer, they can still have a solid game where Jericho's getting like a freaking 2-run RBI double and stuff like that. So they're definitely in play here. As far as picking on Michael Walker, we'll take a look at his numbers. I don't think I like picking on Walker. Where's his numbers at? Oh yeah, Cardinals. Keep separated by team, and then I look for it by name still. What a smart guy I am. xFIP 4.78 versus lefties. Hard contact's not great. The whip is up there, so his walk rate might be extremely high. Let's take a look. I think he's missed some time too, 13.2%. So that's pretty bad. The Phillies don't strike me as a team that actually has played discipline, so I probably won't pick on Walker, but I definitely don't want him. So probably does. Damn, I don't know, man. Phillies. I know Ari Dickey throws a knuckleball, and that's probably tough for teams to hit sometimes, but I just can't do it. If Dickey just locked these guys up, Walker at home versus a team that's only projected to get 4 runs, and he's not even giving up much hard contact, I just can't play Phillies. But Walker, he might be intriguing here. 7.3 is pretty cheap. Maybe he could go 7 innings, 5 strikeouts. That's definitely possible. Pitcher last, okay. That's cool. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Okay. Why do I look at xFIP over FIP? Because FIP is pretty much what he's actually done, and xFIP is more of a predictive stat where, like, FIP is it's including a home run. So let's say I pitch in Yankee Stadium. Of course, I'm gonna give up more home runs than if I pitch in St. Louis. So the xFIP, if you have a good xFIP but the FIP is high, there's a good chance that you're just playing in bad ballparks and you're giving up home runs. So it doesn't really tell too much of the story. So that's why I prefer xFIP over FIP. And if you want, you could actually go on Fangraphs and look up xFIP, and it shows you like why xFIP is more useful than FIP. Zach Davies at the D-backs. The weather is 100%. Look at this. 100% with the roof open, man. The roof is freaking open. We have to stack this game. You get your Brewers, you get your D-backs. We know Eric Sogard's been like the on-base guy. I think he's batting over 400. Let's take a look at his stats. So he has over a 500 WOBA versus righties in his at-bats this year. He has to have at least 50 at-bats by now versus righties. The ISO's 214, slugging 643. Look at that! Look at that price point for a guy and this for a guys that team for a guy team expected to get 4.5 runs today. So probably get more than that. He's batting leadoff. He has some pretty good bats behind him. Eric Thames probably gonna get one today. Domingo's been on fire. Always like Hernan Perez for a sneaky play. And then on the other side, we got these D-backs. They're all trending. Sheesh. I mean, the weather is above. It's at 100 degrees. Probably hit hotter during the game. So, Gregor Blanco, David Peralta, Jake Lamb, definitely in play. We'll take a look at some of Davies' numbers right quick. Then I don't know how Gunn does these long ass streams, man, because I'm getting tired. I've been tired for like a good 20 minutes, but I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna give up. Like that's why I'm stuttering all that. I'm like, yo, I'm getting long-winded. I'm not long-winded. So, let's look at Randall Delgado. He's faced 76 lefties this year, 3.89 xFIP. Ground ball rate is solid, not giving up much hard contact. But that weather outside can dictate something else, man. I definitely don't like pitchers and chase with the weather that hot. So let's take a look at his numbers versus righties. Probably hasn't faced that much this year. He's faced 94, never mind. 47% ground ball rate, 3.16 xFIP, 24% K rate. But we'll take a look at his pitches. What he likes to throw. Throws that fastball 60% of the time. 94.5. Okay, slider. It's changeup. So fastball, changeup are his two main pitches. He throws in that slider occasionally. Let's see how those pitchers actually look. So his slider's trash. And then his changeup is trash. Okay, his curveball and his fastball have been his best pitch. So let's see how the Brewers hit that pitch. About to pause to get some juice. All right, so fastball, we know he's not going to throw a fastball to this guy, Eric Thames. Then the curveball, Thames is hitting that pretty well. I don't think we don't have 50 at-bats for Eric Sogard yet, but we can take a look at it here. Take a look at his splits. Oh, no, he has 50. Okay. 56, probably because I didn't update it yesterday. I didn't update yesterday numbers, which I still need to do. But we'll take a look at 24% hard contact, so not really much hard contact there. 27% line drive rate, which is good for doubles. Let's see, he's a pole hitter. Okay. All right, now let's see how he fits versus certain pitches. Let's go up. Let's look at pitch type. Next one here. So fastball, he crushes that. And the changeup, he crushes that. Okay. Curveball, not too good. Let's see what pitches he throws. All right. So definitely like Thames here. I think that was Delgado's other pitch. Oh, slider. It was slider. So matter of fact, I'm wrong. I'm tweaking. So see how he hits. First it's the slider. Okay, we got one Thames, Aguilar, Santana, Shaw is killing the slider. All right, and now let's look at Sogard in his career 1.0 this year. All right, so we'll see. I don't know if I really want to play Sogard when there's not much hard contact, and that guy is actually a decent pitcher. It's just that he has a bad ballpark and he's playing the Heat. So I guess it's like would I play him at 3.1 in cores, essentially, because that's what that's going to be pretty much in Chase Field today. We'll go to chat. Okay, nobody's writing. All right. Next, we got Chassin versus Skoglund, or however you say his name. Chassin versus lefties. I mean, lefties versus Chassin are always in play. I don't need to tell you that. Skoglund He's only had about 3 starts, but I don't really think he's died. But we can take a look at his numbers here first, and then we'll look at his minor league numbers. I think he's definitely way better against lefties than righties. Skoglund, 4.56 xFIP, 31.8% ground ball rate, 36% hard contact. Take a look at his minor league number. I don't think he was good versus righties in the minor league actually, because I think I stacked against him his first start and he had a fake game. So 295 batting average, and he's a fly ball hitter. Let's take a look where he's at. He's in San Diego. He can probably survive versus the Padres. And on this slate, I don't know. Matter of fact, actually that could work because I think the Royals used their 2 best relievers yesterday in Soria and Calvin Herrera. So if they do get to Skoglund, they probably get some bad bullpen guys. And these guys are so goddamn cheap. Will Myers not really much. We don't have Perella, but Renfroe 3.3, Austin Hedges 2.4. And of course they didn't even release the lineup yet. But Chase Darno probably don't want to play him. But Scherzer at 2.1. Those are some pretty good price points. And that's on Fanduel. So that can definitely save you a lot. Can save you a lot if you're trying to pay up for some infield guys or some other high price outfielders. Next, we got Chassin to look at. I don't even want to look at his numbers versus righties. He's pretty darn good against them. Padres, 5.62 xFIP versus lefties. 52% ground ball rate, though. So, and I don't think the Royals have too many fly ball hitters, so I'll move on. If you can tell by looking at the projected score, it's not going to be – they don't expect it to be high scoring anyway, so I'll fade. The Cincinnati Reds at Los Angeles Dodgers. Rich Hill on the mound, Amir Garrett. We've seen Amir Garrett die a few times already this year, and the Dodgers actually have some pretty good lefty hitters career-wise. Logan Forsythe hits them well. Justin Turner's supposed to be back in the lineup. That's dope. Franklin Goody, Enrique Hernandez, Chris Taylor, Barnes, Yasiel Puig. That's not a good matchup for Garrett. The Dodgers are expected to score 5 runs, so we can definitely find some value here, man. Look at Logan Forsythe, 2.5. Leadoff guy versus this bullpen, too. They're not as bad as they were last year, but we have seen their bullpen get exploded on, so excuse me. These guys are pretty darn cheap, and they'll probably be in some RBI situations. So guys should be in scoring position for them. So I like Dodgers here. Let's take a look at Amir Garrett numbers, though. The Reds, 5.65 xFIP, 40.7 ground ball rate, 39.4 hard contact. Not great at all. Let's take a look at his pitch type. The Reds, fastball 62% of the time, only 91. Slider, and the changeup. So slider, changeup, we'll see how his pitch values are. So his fastball's horrible, his slider's horrible. So we'll see who hits the changeup well on the Dodgers. Because that's his best pitch, so we don't have to worry about him throwing those other pitches that they struggle against. So who hits the changeup well? Corey Seager. Damn, these guys don't hit the changeup. Chase Utley, Yasiel Puig. Logan Forsythe only 0.2. Puig. But let's see how often he even throws the changeup. Again. 17%, that's pretty decent, but throws that slider and that fastball way more. So that eats up about over 80% of his pitches thrown are fastball and changeup. Let's see how these guys fare versus the fastball. Justin Turner 9.8, Chris Taylor 5.1, and they hit the slider pretty good too. Chris Taylor's crushing the slider and the fastball. Bellinger, Yasmani Grandal. He's not hitting fastball. Sheesh. Puig 19.4. All right, so yeah, we got Forsythe. Damn, he's negative against the fast. Slider, not too well against that either, but Chris Taylor's in a great spot actually. Let's take a look at his price again. 2.9. So there's some pretty cheap bets that are in good spots. The only thing you have to worry about is him getting pinch hit for, because of course we don't expect Corey Bellinger to be in the lineup today. So he could be the first guy taken out. and that worries me a little bit, especially since Logan Forsythe is going to be back to the starting second baseman. So, see if there's anybody here. Okay. Oh, you guys are still watching. You're just not commenting. It's cool though. All right, Rich Hill. We don't really want to pick on him, but we'll take a look to see how some of the Reds hit against the curveball because we know that's his main pitch. Pitcher. Just to look at it for the sake of the video. 5.2. Hold on. Yeah, 5.2 xFIP versus righty. So it hasn't been that easy for him. Hard contacts average, 24% K rate, 42% ground ball rate. Let's see his pitch value. So his curveball hasn't even been that effective this year. His best pitch has been a slider and a fastball. I don't think you want to throw that pitch to the Reds. Or the fastball especially. Got freaking a million guys that have 10 home runs or more. All right, so I think it was fastball slider that was his best pitch. Suarez hits the fastball slider, okay. Duval fastball sliders, okay. Let me see who's in the lineup. Peraza hits that pitch, okay. They don't have the lineup out, but okay, who they expect to play? All right. So just wish Kozar hit that slider a little bit. Let's take a look at the pitch type again. Pitch value, actually. Let me see how many times he throws those pitches. That curveball hasn't been good though, but he throws that 38% of the time. So let me see the curveball, how they hit against the curveball. Kozar 3.5, Votto 3, Suarez 3.7, Duval 1.5. Mesoraco, is he okay? Negative 1.9. So you might be able to talk me into some Kozart, some Suarez, maybe even Duval. I'll take a look at that price. Duval 3.5 now, but Suarez at 3K. That's intriguing. Zach Kozart at 3.8 in Dodger Stadium. That's a little iffy for me, but we can move on to the next game. Joe Biagini. I don't really want to pick on him. He's a ground ball pitcher. I think he had the second best Sierra on the slate. Yeah, so but I did say I will pick on Delgado, even though he's in Chase. So we'll just look at the numbers. Biagini, Blue Jays, ground ball rate 61% to lefties. Let's see what it is versus righties. God damn, I can't. It's 60% to lefties and righties. It's just too good for me, so I'm fading that. Irvin Santana's been having some fake games. His numbers aren't that good against righties, but in AT&T, I really don't want to ever play hitters there. Even though I still do it sometimes, but I don't respect the Giants enough, so probably fading the wind's blowing out, but it doesn't really mean much, I guess. But as far as Matt Moore goes, he struggles a bit with lefties. Like lefties have been killing him. So why Joe Mauer have a freaking bomb in AT&T? And everybody's gonna be like, yo, we know he sucks versus lefties. We still didn't play Mauer, but let's just look at the numbers. So Matt Moore, scroll to the Giants. 6.35 xFIP versus lefties. The hard contacts at 53%, 32% ground ball rate. So the ball's in the air. That's horrible. That is horrible. Now let's look what he does versus righties. 4.81 xFIP, ground ball rate below 40%, hard contacts at 35. Let's take a look at what pitches he throws. Matt Moore, 50% fastball, which isn't that fast. He throws quite a few pitches. Cutter, curveball, changeup. Let's see which pitches aren't effective for him. So the curveball isn't effective for him, but the changeup and the slider are. Oh, I'm on the wrong person. So the fastball, cutter, and the curveball haven't been that good for him, but the changeup has. So we'll see if any of the guys on the Twins hit that changeup good. All right. Changeup. Dozier's okay against it. Vargas okay. Cash. But none of the guys we really want to play. But he still doesn't throw that pitch enough. He throws those other pitches that he sucks with. So that cutter and the curveball is horrible. So let's see. 19 and 14%. So The fastball, cutter, curveball isn't great with, so we can probably stack some twins here. He doesn't throw the changeup enough for me to be scared, and of course, you don't want to look too much into those stats um all the time. Then we got the cut. Oh, that game's already started. So that was the last game on the slate. So if any of you guys want to join the just join the hangout and talk plays with me, you can. I'll probably stay on here a little bit longer, and you guys can actually watch me make my lineup. So um, with that being said, man, I'm not really gonna pay too much attention to the chat. I'm gonna really try to make these lineups. Hopefully, if you guys want to end on the spreadsheet, I can save it and send you guys a copy. And that's about it for the slate. So I'll probably delete this video too. I just wanted to talk to you guys for a bit and kill some time, man, and have some conversation because I really the chat I'm in on Twitter where we talk about plays has been a little dead lately. So and gun is fake. So decided I might as well make a video, see if I get some YouTube love right now to talk about plays. Take a look at catcher. So this is gonna be our Red Sox stack. One. Did that lineup come out yet? Oh yeah, it did. I forgot. Sandy Leon, Mookie, and an attendee. Probably want to go Marlin because he's in that cleanup spot. But Hanley has that goddamn BVP. Oh, we're not playing Malik Smith. Let me see what other second baseman do I like as much. So if I feel so I know if I should feel comfortable fading Pedroia. Let me see what pitchers Zimmerman throws. Oh crap! I meant to put percentage. Fastball, slider, curveball. Fastball, slider, curveball. Handy Ramirez crushes the curveball. Oh wow, that's probably why he's been killing him. Let me see the percent that he throws that curveball. 18%. And of course, Zimmerman. Let me see his pitch value with the fastball. It's negative 15, so he probably doesn't want to throw that anyway. The slider though, he sucks with that goddamn slider. So this could be a Bogarts game. See Bogarts price. 3,500. I can see Bogarts having the highest upside on the slate. People don't usually play him expecting a bomb. In that mid range price, I can definitely see him having a better game than Seager, Lindor, Cozart, Correa. So Bogarts in the stack might be actually better. So Benattendi's just too cheap at fifth in a cleanup spot. He's been hitting well. I guess I can fade Mitch Moreland, try to find a cheap first baseman. I think I like Matt Adams. 2.7 is pretty cheap versus Harvey. I feel like he's trash, but I just feel like he was once good and Adams strikes out a lot. So I'll probably just end up fading him. Let me go to separated by first baseman. I like Zimmerman versus Cashner a lot. Santana, I like him a lot today. I want to play more, but I can't fit him in a stack. Lucas Duda at 3K. That's probably who I end up playing in this stack. Give me some security there. It's actually a pretty safe lineup if I go Duda too. Second baseman. Yeah. I think this thing been closed too because I joined this like over an hour ago, so I'm probably gonna have to enter the lineup again and something else. Second baseman. I think I said I like Kipnis a lot too. Let's separate about second base, man. D Gord is in a good spot because he definitely has stolen base upside in this matchup. Stallings. Daniel Murphy's definitely in a great spot. He's pretty high priced though. Kipnis is a nice low value. Kinsler value. Caesar. The Scouts go at 2.3 versus Davies at home, and he's been going off sometimes. I might just go him there to save for that price savings and in a great matchup. Also, hold on, is that lineup confirmed? Oh yeah, it is confirmed. Yeah. All right. So 2.3. What we got to work with at third base? Third base, we can go. Because there's some value at outfield too, so probably get a third baseman. I feel like it's such a lock. Like you gotta feel like Jake Lamb is a lock in this matchup. Let me see Davies' pitches. Does that fastball, curveball change up a lot? Damn, Jake Lamb sucks versus the curveball. But he hits that changeup well. But let's see his pitch value. I didn't even look at Davies' pitch value with the curveball first. Davies, Brewers. Okay, his curveball is actually trash though. All his pitches are actually trash. So I could definitely see him dying here. So we'll go Jake Lamb here. Then we got 2,700 for outfielder. We'll just fill somebody in so we can actually start joining tournaments because this one is just like a filler. Well, just to actually finish the video. But since I'm gonna stay on here, might as well just. I don't know why. I want to feel like I want to pick somebody. Even though I'm gonna end up changing anyway, I just want to pick somebody I think is actually in a good spot at this price, around this price range. Crap. Let me get rid of Jake Lamb then for this, just for the sake of the video. We'll go Travis Shaw. Go. We got 3,400 to work with. I like Brett Gardner. I like JBJ. Probably just gonna go Brett Gardner because at least I know he's safe. He's gonna do something. It's just I just missed him. Here he goes. All right. See, that's filled. So it's gonna pop up in the next thing we join. And this is what I like to do, man. You gotta join those mini squeezes. Them things is money. Them things is money, boy. I tell you. Oh, Travis Shaw's. Let's see. Oh, he's gonna fucking play. He's not even projecting the lineup. Wow. Let's go on Twitter. Oh, let's see this first. Oh, we don't care about the Cavs. All right, let's go to Fantasy Labs. All right. Because he just had a baby. God damn it, Travis Shaw. I thought he had it already, but he probably just like, I miss it. Going home, be with my wife. She's complaining. So we'll go at third base. Oh yeah, we got my boy Suarez. We might as well upgrade somewhere. See, we got a third baseman at 3,600. Got my boy Carlos Santana in a cleanup spot. That's a nice, and he hits the pitches that Miguel Gonzalez throws. It's nice. Pitch. Oh no, we was at the right spot. The curveball. Uh, Come on. This thing is acting stupid. So we see it's the curveball 2.4. All right, that's what I like to see, man. So we'll go Santana here. Nah, it's Julio Teheran. Might as well upgrade second base. Let's see if you got any cheap second baseman. Nah, I'd rather keep the scout. So I guess we could upgrade Gardner then. 3,900. What do we have in that price range? Got Michael Brantley, David Peralta. Mm. Who do I want in this stack? Jay Bruce don't hit that goddamn slider though. Braves. Sheesh. I don't know if I. See the Mets. So we're gonna play Bruce. It got to be in a Met stack, just because he doesn't hit the slider. Forto crushing that goddamn thing. Is there a cheaper third baseman actually? Because then I can put Conforto in this lineup and see if I can find some value at 3B. Nah. See, you know what? We'll just downgrade Kluber in this lineup because we're gonna play Peacock anyway. So, where the hell is he at? 7K is cheap. Might as well upgrade the Lamb. I think he's the number 1 3B on the board. Second base. Daniel Murphy's number 1 on that. Let's see what we got for first base. I think I'd rather keep Lucas Duda on the road because he's been crushing. I could probably keep that 700 there. Let me see if there's a better catcher in a good spot. Nah, I'm not really seeing that. So we keep that there. Or we can upgrade because I do like not on the road though. I think I'd rather keep Bogarts. Yeah, I'd rather keep Bogarts. 1B. I think it's better if I just keep the lineup like this. Or I could upgrade Carpenter. Because we see Atlanta, I like Atlanta better for hitting too. But Carpenter in the leadoff spot, and he's gonna that's a little crazy, man. But I don't know if I trust the bottom of that lineup for him to really do much. Colton Wong, Michael Walker. Ledmus Diaz has been trash. So let's just say it ends with Diaz and then Wong. Walker comes up. Carpenter's not hitting with anybody in front of him. Wong could be solid though, but he's coming off injury. Yeah. Riddle, Eduardo Escobar, JD Martinez. I think all those guys are in play. I'm gonna just keep this lineup like this. Damn, I wish it was like DraftKings where you could get 5 because I probably would have threw in Hanley Ramirez or Moreland into this lineup. But since I got Conforto, I might as well keep. Let me see, dude. Let me see this Mets lineup again. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna upgrade to Santana. I think I like Santana. What's he at? 3.6. Just because he's in that cleanup spot. Whereas Wilmer Flores is batting in front of Duda. Uh, at least I know with Santana, we got Kipnis, Lindor, and Brantley. Like it's gonna be one of those guys are gonna get on base automatically in front of him every time, or at least minute probably two. So it's like he's definitely gonna have a lot more RBI chances there. So I'll go Santana. I will start making some other lineups. I'm gonna enter a few though first. I like getting in these mini squeezes, man. Easy money. Enter like 3 of these here. Yeah, I swear I always cash on these. At least 50, at least 60% of the time. And most of my cash is on there be like I'm turning $3 into like 20 or something like that. 50. The most I got from one day of playing in the like just playing nothing but mini squeeze, I think I turned 25 into like almost over 150, somewhere around over 150. So that's why I like playing in these. I'm gonna join stolen entry, join these single entry contests. I like joining those. I always join the squeeze last because I probably because those things take forever to fill. But it damn this type. I'm not even gonna join that one. There's too many sharks in there. Actually, I'm gonna wait till the other squeeze open up. Because as soon as that one closes, they're gonna open up another squeeze. It's probably only gonna be like 5,000 people or something like that. But it's still a decent enough prize pool. Escobar from Mini, he's a lefty. Yeah, I like him. I've been you know what's crazy? I played them versus lefties almost every time this year, and he's always the one guy from the Twins that's low owned in the stack. So I like playing him a lot, actually. Um, my fault. I'm looking at something on my Snapchat. All right, so yeah, let's continue making lineups. Wait, I want to join. Don't want to join this single entry $5 one. Yeah, I'll join that. So how many? 3, 4, 5, 6. So some other mini squeeze is gonna open soon. See if a new one popped up. Nope. I'll join this mini bunt. Mm, and I'll wait till the other squeeze open up. So see what anybody's talking about. All right, let's jump into some making these lineups now. Kluber and the single entry, we're definitely gonna get the Kluber ones. Now, matter of fact, I don't want Kluber in that one. I'd rather Kluber in the mini squeeze. Get Kluber here. Can make Leon. We can make a value stack. Guys in great positions. That's a pretty great price range. Fifth. No, I don't want him there. I like Carpenter band leadoff. Get Carpenter there. We gonna look for guys. All that's pretty decent price range with a lot of upside here. We're not gonna. It's not looking just stack or anything like that. So join that 2 hole. I like that. That bullpen. That Tigers bullpen just trash. 3B. Probably look for some value here, but with a little security. See, Glasnow's trash, and they're on the road, so Dietrich has some decent at bats. Shortstop. I would just go Bogarts here. It's a nice lot. Of course, we're gonna go Benintendi. Well, I told you we're gonna make a few Red Sox stacks. Red Sox. I think we go Mookie here. Mookie might be. I don't know. Bryce Harper could be the highest scoring actually. Texas Rangers bullpen isn't that good. We go take a look right now. Relievers, who has the highest ERA? The Twins, Athletic, Nats, Rangers 7. Okay, look at xFIP though. Rangers number 9. Wins above replacement. I don't want to do that. Rangers second worst, so they've given up. They choked some games, so that bullpen has choked quite a few games. So if they get to this, if they get to that Rangers, if they get to Cashner early, it's going to be open season on that Rangers bullpen. And we know the Nats are the highest scoring offense in baseball, so just look at that. WRC plus. Oh no, the Astros have. Oh, the Astros and the Yankees passing. That's probably because Harper and Murphy missed some games there. But I felt like the Nats, like just a week ago, they were the number 1 offense. So it's actually been the Yankees. Mm. All right, so that's still number 3 though. And we got a bullpen that sucks. I like Harper a lot. Damn, that's a big ballpark though, man. Do I want to stack against Cashner? Do I want to play Bryce Harper in this spot? Actually, is what I'm thinking about. Yeah. Let me go back to the xFIP and stuff like that. Got the highest xFIP. Tigers bullpen. So that's all you got to have. Red Sox, Phillies, bottom 5, Cardinals, trash, Mets, trash. I guess we could go Nats here. We could go Bryce Harper in this lineup. Damn, I don't really like too many of the cheap bats though. Probably won't go Harper in this lineup. See if I can make Conforto work. Because then we could get Benintendi. I still have 3K to get a solid bat. That's in the great RBI spot. Look for cheap guys in RBI spots. In good RBI spots. Because I like to play the mini squeeze a little safe. Because if you play this safe and you got just like 1 or 2, I mean that's how you get most tournaments, but in this one, if you play it safe and you just got like 1 or 2 nice tournament plays that go off, you'll definitely cash automatically. You could get one in the squeeze, you get 160, and you probably don't have no chance of cashing. Damn, there's nobody at 3K that's really like around the cleanup spot, except for Avicil, and I'm not playing him. At least 5 minimum. I'm looking for somebody that's at least top 5 in the batting order. We could probably play Markakis. Let me look real quick. See these pitches this guy. Man, Harvey throws. Pitch value, actually. So his fastball is off, his slider's off, his curveball is off, his changeup. Who hits the changeup? Freeman, Inciarte. Markakis hits the changeup pretty good. So we've seen that Harvey has over a 5 xFIP to lefties. You can play Markakis here. Let me see Harvey's hard contact and everything like that first. Mets. Okay, 36.8% ground ball rate, 34.1 hard contact. All right, can definitely get Marquez here. That's pretty cheap. So we'll probably go with this for one of my Kluber lineups. Some nice value in there. Uh, got another mini squeeze. We'll keep Kluber in this as well. Let me see if there's any other catches I like. It's like Sandy Leon's just in such a good spot. Mm, 2.1 is so cheap. I do like Stephen Vogt. I don't really like the rest of his team as much, so I'll probably fade him. Jeff Mathis, nah. I do like Austin Hedges though. Wimble on the right field. Austin Barnes at 2K if he pitches. You could probably throw him out there. I like that play. But we don't know if he's gonna play, so we'll put him in the lineup just because we could still kind of change that lineup if we put it as the late say. What time the Boston game starts? Boston starts at 7:10. So if by let's say 7:05 that lineup's not out, we could still change him once the lineup lock. We can still change him to my boy Austin Barnes. So Leon's game start at 7:10. So we got a lot of time in between that. Hopefully they put out a lineup before 7:05. So I don't have to change nothing. First base, let me see Davies. Let me get Davies' numbers real quick. Yeah, what's up? I'm in Harlem, New York, 125th and Lex. Oh, word? Yeah, I used to live around there. I used to live in Taino Towers. If you ever heard of that, NYC Nation. That's crazy if you're really over there. Really at shortstop? Okay. Let me see his price though, because I think it's like 2,900, right? Riddle in the big ballpark. What is he's 2.8, so he dropped down 2.8 and he's seventh instead of eighth like yesterday. I could see it working to just eh, on the road. Mm, that's a good spot. I just don't like that he has. I wish there was somebody a little bit better than AJ Ellis and Worley behind him. Like I wish he was six and they put Tyler Moore seventh at least. Mm. I could still see him having a great game here. I can't knock it. See Glass now numbers versus lefties again. 4.81 FIP. Ground ball pitcher too. Let me see if Ritter's a fly ball hitter. Riddle is a ground ball hitter, but he has extremely high contact line drive rate, 19%. Okay. And it's a big ballpark, so I probably fade Riddle, honestly. First base. What did I want to do? What did I want to do with this lineup? Just looking for a nice little stack here, value stack. Got a nice little Red Sox stack in there. Matter of fact, I think I could probably stack this. Try to stack Red Sox. We'll probably get a cheap shortstop. We'll go Moreland in the cleanup spot. This is a bunch of ways you can stack this team. Let me see the second base again. See if I can find some cheap second base for the value place. I could probably get Mookie in here. Oh yeah, I can go with Descalso. I can go. Who's in the cleanup spot? Moreland. Damn, I feel like I gotta get freaking Bogarts. If I take the 1 and 4 hitter, I'm gonna feel like I gotta get Bogarts. We'll see. All right, we'll go Benintendi, Mookie. Because I'd rather go. Because let's say Mookie leads off with a single, then he gets a or a double, or whatever. He steals the base from off the single, and then Pedroia grounds out or something. The third, then we got Bogart's probably definitely gonna put the ball in play. So that's why I want to go Bogarts there. So we'll go Moreland, Bogarts, Benintendi, Mookie. So we got the 1, 3, 4, 5 hitter in the lineup. So I like that stack. And then next we'll probably do another Kluber one, and we'll have Hanley in there instead, and probably go Mookie, Pedroia, down Bogarts, and then no, yeah, Mookie, Pedroia, Bogarts, and Hanley. So we could do that too. So let's see. Third base. What we want to throw out there? We could probably go the cleanup guy right here, my boy Jake Lamb. I know. Is there any 2,500 bats? And none of these guys I really like. Tyler Moore, band 6, 2.2. Ryan Goodwin, band second. I don't know who Brett Phillips is. Malik Smith leading off. Not feeling it, bro. We still want to leave space so we could get Sandy Leon. As a matter of fact, I'll probably just go a cheaper third baseman. Probably go my boy Suarez here. And then we'll go. Then we don't want to spend more than 3,600, so we can leave that 100 to get Sandy Leon. Damn, and I actually like Ozuna a lot today too. Sucks that if he was 100 cheaper, it'd be better. This thing feels like teenage feet. I like Brett Gardner a lot, man. I gotta get my Yankee bias in there. We'll go. And since we got 400, let's see if we could upgrade something. Third base from Suarez to. Because I really don't want to play the Reds on the road, honestly. See Jerko. Let me see. Alexson, 5.14 xFIP. Doesn't give him much hard contact, but let's see his pitch. Just see those again. Fastballs off, curveball, and changeups off. His best pitch is the cutter. Jerko has a pretty good rating against the cutter, too. He's been cleanup. So we'll go Jerko at home. Philly's bullpen is trash as well. And he has some pop in his bat. I'll take a look at his numbers right now. 36.7% hard contact. I like that. 549 slugging, line drive rate 19. All right. The hard contact is pretty good. Probably get something going there. All right, so I left that 100. Leon is 2,100, right? Yeah, he's 21. So yeah, we left exactly enough just in case. We'll probably keep if Austin Barnes is in the lineup, I might actually just upgrade Brett Gardner. 3,400. See who's around that price. All right, so right now we'll keep that. Yo, what happened? Why you retracted your message? It says retracted. So what was said? Cancel glass. See what you guys said. All right, so we'll go back to making the lineup. We want to get our Indian stack in though. That's one thing I do want to do. Get it in this many squeeze. We're gonna take a look at some umpire stats too. So umpire factors. Oh yeah, we gotta get on that stat. Okay, let's see who's the ump in this game. What was the first game they played? Okay, that was Cubs and Rockies. All right, so we're not looking at that. So we want to see the umpire. So 1.05 increase in runs when this guy's the ump. It looks like this Miami Pittsburgh guy is a pitcher's ump because the runs are down. The K's are up. All right. Got that played already. Damn. That's weird. This guy's runs is down, but the K's are also down. So I don't know. Maybe he's just been playing with some trash, some ground ball pitchers. He's just been umping ground ball pitchers for whatever reason. But the K percent is I don't know what's going on with this. So still gonna stack Indians though. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, nobody said anything else. What can we throw out there? Oh, yeah, Brad Peacock. Oh yeah, definitely make sure to give this video a thumbs up, man. I appreciate it. Damn, catcher. I'm trying to see if there's anybody I like besides Sandy Leon and Austin Barnes. Austin Hedges, I like him, but it's not. I don't know if it's worth it in that ballpark. Let me see Austin Hedges hard contact versus lefties. Hedges has a 30.8, so it's not even nothing crazy. But he's not a ground ball pitcher. What you like is what you like. See the hard contact. Skoglin's been giving up 36.4, so maybe Hedges is in play a little bit. Let me see what pitches Skoglin throws. He throws, fastball most of the time, then a slider. Second most. Slider, curveball. Fastball, slider, curveball. I want to see what's his worst pitch, too. His fastball's his worst pitch, then a slider and a curveball are pretty good. Padres. Who hits the slider? Well, Myers hits the slider, doesn't hit the curveball. Margot hits the slider, doesn't really hit the curveball. Hedges doesn't hit he don't hit nothing. Is Margot in the lineup? Is that out? Oh, he's not even in the lineup. Skoglin might actually have a solid game here. Gary. We need that Dodgers lineup to come out. Damn, I don't know. I might just go Real Muto here, honestly, if I pay up for a catcher. Just don't want to pay up for a catcher. Oh, he's not even in the lineup. I just forgot. I'm bugging. It's not even in the lineup. Weeders, I don't really like playing. Down Gomes, nah. Brian Johnson's been a little fake. James McCann in lineup. We know he crushes lefties. Let's see what pitches Brian Johnson throws. Brian Johnson, Red Sox. Fastball, slider, curveball. Fastball, slider, curveball. All right. Let's see if I can't even have enough at bats. Doesn't hit the slider. Doesn't hit the curveball. Justin Upton hits the slider and the curveball. Mickey hits the slider, not really the curveball. Let's see his pitch. What's his best pitch though? His curveball's not even good. So it's slider. So if you hit that slider, you could get to him. And I don't think he throws heat. Let me see. His fastball, 87.4. So he's not even throwing heat. So this Tigers team could definitely rough him up a bit. Let me go back to see who hits the slider. JD, not really. Okay, Upton hits that well. Kensler's okay. Castellano hits that pitch well. Might throw Castellanos in there. What's his price? Is he still super cheap? Oh, yeah, he's 2,800. Nah, not in this lineup. I'll probably throw him in a Kluber lineup. I want to get Lamb in here. I'll probably make this my nat stat. So I'll probably go Zimmerman, Harper, Murphy. Murphy, Zimmerman. Damn, might as well go Rendon, right? Harper, Zimmerman, Murphy, Rendon. Damn, Rendon in the sixth spot against a ground ball pitcher? Nah, it's not a fly ball hit. Zimmerman is too much on this slate. I can't do it. I probably tell Harper and Murphy. Pause. Mickey with that field with that wall, I feel like he has to bomb today. Like if any fly ball is gonna hit off the wall, he's gonna get an easy double the Big Poppy way. Shortstop, catcher. You can go Leon, mixing Boston with this stack. Still go Benintendi. Get that value in there. Shortstop, do we want to go Bogarts or we want to go cheap? If we go cheap, probably just get Bogarts then. I love Bogarts a lot today. Can't really be too mad at that. And do we get another value play like a JBJ or something? You never know. You could have a sneaky game here. What is he batting? Oh, he's batting 7. I thought he's batting 6. He's batting 6 for the Red Sox. Oh, Hamram's all the way at 6. Yeah. JBJ at 3,200 for guys that's in a better cleanup spot. It is a tournament play, but 3,400. Or I gotta feel like you're locked to hit a home run or something. It's a pretty tough spot. I could probably go David Peralta because at least I know Blanco's probably gonna be on base. You get a hit there, and I know somebody's gonna hit him in right after. Let me see Davies' ground ball rate. 47.6. Yeah, probably stay away from Peralta at that price then. Can you still bases on Bundy? Let me refresh the umpire. Thanks. See what other games here. So the Baltimore New York game, not a K pitcher, but they're not a lot of runs. Miami, Pittsburgh, Texas, Washington, Detroit, Boston. All right. What was I gonna look at? Oh, stolen base targets. Glass now is easy to steal on. We know that. Virginia 2, Julio Teheran. Cashner is easy to steal on. Dylan Bundy's okay. I don't know. That's not horrible. Damn. Who do I want to throw at this last outfield spot? I could take Upton here. Let's see where he's been. Is he been at 6? Yeah. Matuk is pretty cheap. Let me see. Outfield's pretty expensive today. I could just get that JBJ band 7th and stop being so scared. J Bruce 3.6. Can't believe NCR is really 3.7 though. Fowler at 3.1 is interesting. Can you steal on Hellickson? I don't think they're stealing on Hellickson because his name would have been came up. Sheesh. Hellickson 68%. They're not really running on him too much in the 2 years. All right, so damn. I really don't know who to use for my last outfield. Might just be big bias and go my boy Gardner. Let me see what's Bundy best pitch again. Bundy. Okay, so his best pitch is the changeup and the slider. Changeup. Judge Hicks. Okay. Gardner doesn't hit the changeup well. Slider though. Brett Gardner's slider average. See how often he throws it. Throws the slider the most. Fastball slider. Didi crushes the slider though. We could fade Bogarts in this lineup, honestly. There are some decent shortstops. We could go as dribble band second. Matter of fact, we might do that, man. We might just go as dribble band second. Just so we could get some better outfield. Oh, and we can actually get Conforto too. And we got enough for Mookie again. We'll go Conforto. See what's going on in the chat. All right, so I'm pretty much just gonna end this stream, man. I don't think anybody's really here watching anymore, so that's about it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm out of here, man. Peace.